going on, everyone? This just popped up on my phone as a notification. I found it kind of interesting. I used to subscribe to Alex Jones back in the day before he got shut down on YouTube. It says InfoWars. It's a Forbes magazine, online magazine, article. InfoWars: Alex Jones ordered to pay $100,000 to parent of child killed during Sandy Hook shooting. I'll read this little article real quick. It says InfoWars and Alex Jones will pay over $100,000 in legal fees to Neil Heslin, the parent of a 6-year-old child killed in Sandy Hook school shooting, and another setback for Jones, who also this year was ordered to pay other fees in separate lawsuits and was banned from major social media platforms, which everyone remembers you got banned from YouTube. I think actually it was for saying that Sandy Hook was a false flag, is what he was claiming. Let's see. First, by the Daily Beast, a Texas judge issued the order December 20th after Jones and InfoWars failed to produce witnesses and other materials to Heslin as stipulated in October order. Judge Scott Jenkins said InfoWars and Jones' failure to cooperate should be treated as contempt of court and ordered to pay Heslin's legal fees in the amounts of $65,825 and $34,323. So that's a shit ton of pocket change, man. Which I know InfoWars was doing pretty good when they were on YouTube as far as money, but still, that's a lot of money. Jenkins also rejected Jones' request to dismiss the case in which Heslin claims Jones and InfoWars defamed him by calling the death of Heslin's son a lie. Which that, in my opinion, I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. Because, I don't know, I'm not really big on political correctness, and I'm definitely big on freedom of speech. I believe that anyone should be allowed to say whatever they want, But I do understand, certain platforms taking people off if they have certain rules and guidelines. That's their choice to have those rules and guidelines, and if you obey them or break them, I get it. But I do think it's kind of silly because it is freedom of speech at the same time, And I do understand definitely the parents' perspective of your kid died, and that's for someone to say that it didn't happen, that is, for one, you would be disrespected, and two, it'd be almost sickening, Let's see, a trial for the defamation case is expected to begin before the end of 2020. It's one of several in response to InfoWars' description of the Sandy Hook shooting as a hoax. Okay, but I do kind of stick up for Alex on that one as far as calling it a hoax. Because, look at CNN. You can just type in on YouTube CNN fake news and literally watch hour compilations of them lying to us. Or I've seen footage of actors supposedly at bombings and stuff, and they're getting drug off to the side, and then they don't realize the camera's on them, and then them just standing up and walking away you were just getting drugged, some of that stuff slips through on live television, definitely. And now that we live in the age of technology to where people can DVR stuff and record it while it's happening, that, and look at how many times the government has lied in general to the public. For example, Lusitania, the sinking of Lusitania to get into World War I. That's still being debated to this day if it was a false flag or hoax, or if it actually happened, or if it happened the way that they said it did. I've heard people speculate I mean, look at like Gulf of Tonkin, you know, or people speculating on even Pearl Harbor. If we knew that the Japanese were going to bomb us and just allowed it to happen so we could, go to war then too. Um, I mean, I don't trust the government as far as I could throw them, so I definitely see Alex Jones' point of view, and I definitely see Heslin's point of view. Sounds like Jones just wanted it dismissed, the whole case just dismissed, just let it go, but he's going to have to pay now. Let's see, a trial for defamation case is expected to begin before the end of 2020. It's one of several in response to InfoWars' description of Sandy Hook shooting as a hoax. Jones and InfoWars did not respond and request for comment. Crucial quote, it's hardly a surprise that someone like Alex Jones would soon find himself in contempt of court, but now he is learning there are severe consequences to his utter disrespect for this process, lawyer Mark Bankston told the Daily Beast in an email. And then here's a key background. Jones and InfoWars have perpetuated a conspiracy theory that Sandy Hook shooting never actually happened, and that the parents of the children who died were paid crisis actors, which I've watched video after video of people showing examples of crisis actors. I mean, it's a conspiracy theory, but it's almost a conspiracy fact at this point. Hell, there's even, I watched a video one time, some guy surfing the web showing literally websites hiring crisis actors. It's ridiculous. Like, you can legit go to the website and sign up and they pay you and everything to be a crisis actor. So that's not even really a conspiracy theory. That, and I notice nowadays, especially 2019, they're using conspiracy theories as like almost a derogatory term. Like, if you're a conspiracy theorist or you believe a conspiracy theory, like, they use it as a derogatory term, which is, it was a term created by the FBI, so that makes complete sense. Both Jones and InfoWars have been previously banned from Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Apple, and YouTube for violating hate speech rules or for posting content contrary to the standards of those sites. The whole hate speech thing, I don't get that, because I think people are way too sensitive, especially with this whole social justice warrior movement and political correctness. Like, hate speech? No. I've watched Jones for years, and I've never heard him drop the N-bomb. I've never heard him drop the F-bomb. Not F-U-C-K, but the other one. I've never heard him bash gays. I've never heard him bash any other race, any other religion. I mean, he might have made fun of Islam a little bit here and there, but as far as hate speech, like, where do you draw the line on what's hate speech and just saying how you feel, Let's see. Rules for posting, yeah. Multiple ongoing lawsuits from parents of the victims accuse Jones and InfoWars of profiting off the spread of the Sandy Hook conspiracy theory. Two men unaffiliated with InfoWars, James Fetzner and Leonard Posner, were ordered by a judge in October to pay $450,000 to a father of a Sandy Hook victim. Fetzner and Posner co-authored a book, Nobody Died at Sandy Hook, which was found to have defamed the father. So, I don't know, that's the breaking news that just popped up on my phone. I figured I'd make a video on it, because I've been a fan of Jones for years, and I don't know, it falls into the conspiracy theory category. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, he's gonna have to pay a shit ton of money for literally vibrations of his vocal cords. I mean, I don't know, I definitely feel like free speech is under attack, but I do see definitely the victim's father's point of view on how he must feel, so I get it. Sadly, that money ain't gonna make that hole go away in your heart of your kid passing away. But I don't know. I feel 50-50 about it, definitely. I feel like Forbes did a good job in the article in just presenting it, rather than swaying one way or the other. But that's about it. There's your news for today.